Across the vast sky of the nation known as the Land of a Thousand Islands, a small aircraft cuts through the wind, carrying viewers over endless stretches of deep blue ocean. Beyond the crowded beaches of Bali, just 150 kilometers to the west, lies another chain of islands, wild, remote, and seemingly forgotten for thousands of years. This is Mentawai, an untouched rainforest often called Indonesia's first breath. Mentawai is a place where life isn't measured by clocks, but by the pulse of the forest, the murmur of streams, and the ancient spirit-calling dances of its shamans. Getting here is no easy feat. There are no paved roads, no guiding signs, only restless ocean waves, knee-deep jungle mud, and a quiet reminder: to understand Mentawai, you must first respect Mentawai. To reach the village of the Mentawai tribe, our team spent hours crossing the sea on a small wooden boat, then trekked through jungle and stream. Sunbeams pierced through the canopy, and dust rose with every step like thin veils of mist, creating a scene both real and dreamlike. We were on our way to meet the people regarded as the heart and soul of the tribe, the Sikare, the last remaining shamans. Their appearance feels like a ceremony in itself. In the dim glow of the Yuma, the communal longhouse, they stand with their hair neatly tied, their bodies strong, covered in tattoos, symmetrical, intricate patterns so impeccable they make you wonder, how can something so exquisite be created with nothing but jungle thorns and charcoal? For the Mentawai, tattoos are not ornaments. They are a map of one's life. Birds for freedom, rivers for the journey, shark teeth for protection, palm leaves for growth. A person without tattoos means a soul without a path, unable to find its way back to the ancestors. At dawn, a group of men prepare for the hunt ahead. Their bows are shaped from dense, resilient forest wood, strong yet flexible. Their arrows are tipped with sap from the upas tree, a natural poison with a faint, sharp scent. When everything is ready, they slip quietly out of the Yuma. Their footsteps glide over the soft earth, barely making a sound. In the forest, they dissolve into nature like shadows. When a jungle bird appears, the bowstring snaps, swift, clean, precise. For the Mentawai, hunting is not just about food. They hunt to maintain the balance between the forest and the people. It is their way of conversing with the rainforest. Every life taken must be honored. Balance is the unspoken law that has guided them for thousands of years. Meanwhile, the women of the village tend to their own tasks. They gather coconuts, dig for sago, the white starch that is the tribe's staple food. They work while laughing, chatting, and sharing stories. Children play under the canopy of coconut palms, their laughter echoing across the earthen courtyard. One of the most remarkable things about Mentawai is that no one cares about time. There are no clocks, no schedules. They live by the sun, by the call of birds, by the rhythm of the flowing stream. Here, time does not pass, it simply exists. Uma is the largest house in the village, the place where every sacred act begins and ends. It is here that the elders teach children how to set animal traps, how to recognize healing plants, and how to respect the spirits of the mountains and the forest. The Sikare dance to the pulse of the drums, imitating the movements of birds, wild boars, and Simang monkeys. To them, dance is not performance. It is a language, a way to speak to the unseen world. We felt ourselves being drawn into a realm where the borders between reality and spirituality blur, dissolve, and disappear. A special ceremony takes place whenever someone falls ill or when the community prepares for a new hunting season, the ritual of soul keeping. As the ceremony begins, drums echo through the wooden beams, shamans dance and chant the names of ancestral spirits, smoke drifts through the air, turning the space into something both mysterious and solemn. For the Mentawai, illness does not come solely from the body. It comes from a soul that has wandered out of harmony. To keep the soul is to restore balance, the very essence of life as they understand it. Mentawai is known to the world as one of the oldest tattoo cultures on the planet, a tradition that stretches back thousands of years. For Mentawai men, tattoos mark the milestones of a life, each stage etched into the skin with intention and spirit. Their tattoos follow a strict, harmonious composition enriched with symbolic motifs, shark teeth, bird wings, palm leaves, flowing rivers. Every placement on the body carries its own meaning, its own story. To tattoo, they use wooden needles, sharpened thorns, and soot mixed with tree resin. The rhythmic tack, tack echoes through the air as the tattoo master works, blending perfectly with the soft chants calling ancestral spirits for protection. The pain lasts for hours, yet the smiles never fade. To the Mentawai, pain is not something to endure, pain is a passage, a rebirth. At the same time, Mentawai youths perform the ritual of tooth sharpening, filing their teeth into shark-like points, a mark of beauty and strength. This ritual completes not just their aesthetic expression, but their spiritual readiness as well. As we prepared to leave the village, the evening smoke drifted softly into the sunset. The drums faded, the chants quieted, bringing our journey with the Mentawai to a gentle close. Mentawai is not just a tribe. They are a living chapter of history, written in the footsteps of warriors, in the incense of shamans, and in the stories etched onto human skin. From forest-forged arrows to the timeless tattoos that tell their tales, this journey reminds us of a simple truth: culture doesn't truly live inside museums. It lives in the breath of a community, in every drop of ink pressed into the skin, in the sacred bond between people and the wild. Though our path pauses here, the echo of Mentawai continues, like the forest drums that never truly fall silent. Welcome to one of the oldest surviving tribes on Earth. Today, join tribalearthtravel on a thrilling hunting journey with the Hadzabe, the last remaining hunter-gatherers of Africa. It may sound unbelievable, but armed with nothing more than handmade wooden bow and a deep understanding of nature, they can track and take down their prey with astonishing precision. In this hunt, you'll witness firsthand how the Hadzabe hunters stalk their target and how they deal with this cunning opponent. Their prey today is the baboon, a clever, pack-living, daring creature that won't hesitate to fight back when threatened. With generations of hunting experience and razor-sharp survival instincts, will the Hadzabe succeed in conquering this formidable prey? Let's find out together in this wild and unforgettable hunt. At dawn, while the night still lingered, I saw the Hadzabe men gathering together. They were preparing their simple hunting tools, crafted from knowledge and experience passed down through hundreds of thousands of years. Take a closer look. That bowstring, braided from animal sinew, is both astonishingly flexible and incredibly strong. It holds a hidden power, ready to burst forth the moment it's drawn tight. The arrows are shaped from soft, pliable woods, but it's the arrowheads that truly command respect. Sharpened to perfection and coated with a potent poison made from tree sap, they become deadly weapons in skilled hands. What's fascinating is that the Hadzabe craft different types of arrowheads, each designed for a specific purpose. Every detail reflects their deep understanding of their prey, of nature itself, and of the timeless art of survival in the wild. As sunlight begins to embrace the savanna, the Hadzabe warriors set out on their daily hunt, a journey to find food for the entire tribe. They usually split into small groups to protect one another, and this also allows the hunters to cover a wider range. The first and most crucial tactic is to move against the wind. They turn the wind's direction into an invisible shield, ensuring their prey can't detect them. Every step is calculated, a graceful art of stealth and silence. The hunters must pay close attention to the terrain, seeking spots where they can hide and stay out of sight from the baboons. Once the first tactic succeeds, the Hadzabe move to the second, closing in on their prey. Patience is key. They focus, observe, and wait for that perfect moment to strike. Once the baboon troop lets its guard down while foraging for food, that's the golden moment for the hunters to strike. The battle isn't over yet. The poison from the arrow doesn't take down the prey right away. The chase begins, a relentless pursuit that can last for hours through thorny bushes and scorching heat. It's a true test of willpower, endurance, and tracking skill. In the end, perseverance prevails. The baboon finally falls, marking not just a victory of the hunt, but a triumph of pure survival mastery, a living testament to the timeless hunting art of the Hadzabe warriors. The first thing I learned while living among the Hadzabe was how they define food. For us, food is something that's sold, stored, and saved for later. But for them, food is a gift from nature, and the bond that unites their community. When a Hadzabe man returns from a hunt, even after spending hours tracking and taking down his prey, the reward is never his alone. For the Hadzabe, everything is shared, a tradition passed down through countless generations. Every bit of food is divided equally among all members of the group, from the oldest elder to the youngest newborn. This philosophy runs deep. It ensures that even if a man goes days without catching anything, he and his family will never go hungry. This is the most primitive yet perfect form of social security, no paperwork, no banks, just absolute trust and sharing. It reinforces the belief that an individual's survival is inseparable from the survival of the whole group. As the golden sunset paints the savannah, the Hadzabe men return, carrying their prize, a full-grown baboon, slung over their shoulders. I watch them, amazed to see no trace of exhaustion, only joy, contentment, and a deep sense of gratitude toward nature. For today, hunger will not visit the tribe. The moment they reach the camp, the whole community springs into action to prepare the meal. The women gather wild berries and roots, the men process the meat, and the children eagerly tend the fire. The scent of roasting meat mixed with wild herbs fills the air, both familiar and sacred. When the meal begins, they sit together in a close circle, sharing every piece of meat and every berry. No one is left out. No one goes hungry. I suddenly realized that for the Hadzabe, to live is to cherish every moment, every meal, and every person by their side. In the flickering firelight, a simple yet profound lesson revealed itself, one of harmony, sharing, and gratitude toward nature, the eternal source of their life on the wild savannah.
Wala sih.
Today's journey has taken us deep into the world of the Hadzabe warriors, where every single day is a lesson in survival instinct, patience, and the pure art of the hunt. Amid the harsh savannah, the Hadzabe don't just hunt to live, they live to understand nature. They remind the modern world that true strength doesn't lie in weapons or technology, but in harmony between humans and the environment. They never overhunt, never take more than nature can give. That sense of restraint and understanding is a powerful lesson for us, a reminder that life isn't only about possession, but about balance. And as dusk falls, the Hadzabe return, gathering around the fire to share every piece of meat and every fruit collected during the day. That simple yet sacred moment embodies a way of life that the modern world is gradually losing, living equally, sharing freely, and being grateful for life, where in every piece of meat, every berry, every smile, the spirit of harmony with nature shines through. Watching them, I suddenly understood, sometimes happiness isn't about how much we have, but about knowing enough, appreciating every small thing around us, just as the Hadzabe have done for thousands of years across the vast savannah.